none of us expected this. No one, you know, we're going to go back and watch some of the early Salah stuff from when he signed around for Christmas, but I'm fascinated to remind myself of some of the responses at the time, because as ever, there'll be a lot of knee-jerk reactions, but even in my wildest dreams, I expected him to be at best, almost in rotation with Mane. You know, like I thought one of them might be. Like,
I remember sitting in for the first, at least since we signed Salah until maybe 3-4 weeks into the season, Mane's still going to score more goals than Salah. Mane's still going to score more goals. Nah, he's not going to fucking hope in hell. He's 10 behind. No, he's 13 behind him. Yeah. Mane's scored 7 this season so far. Phil's got 10, and Bobby's got 13, and Salah's got 20. Got no chance.
Well, I remember talking with you guys on a show, maybe within the first month of him being here, and saying that I didn't think he'd quite reached the level that he was capable of getting at.
Do you think he has now?
And it was because he wasn't clinical enough. Oh, he's still going to score another 20, isn't he? He's still not quite there. Yeah. No, I mean, but I mean that was the problem though, wasn't it? Was that he was creating so many chances and not quite banging the goals in to the rate.
Was the same as the Liverpool side at the time. If you think back to the early part of the season, it was everyone was in the same boat, weren't they? But he was the main culprit because he was getting the better chances.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, there's still, and it's because again the fear factor lives on us all. You still can't. I find it hard to believe it's true, and there's still part of me that thinks, is he gonna go through that dry spell? Every time I think that we might be seeing it, you could have said it from the last week. A lot of stuff didn't quite run for him, and it didn't quite click against the part of us teams. That goal against Bournemouth he just decides. Decides he's scoring.
And that's why he probably won't slow down, I think, Paul, because in much the same way Luis Suarez did, he's not relying on the team to put him through. He can go and create his chance himself. Because when he picks the ball up there, it's a decent through ball by Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, but he's not scoring from it. He's not scoring from it. He does the rest. And funnily enough, we've got 2 players, maybe 3 players, arguably, that can do that now in our side. That first one from Phil Coutinho, that's not a chance. He's created that chance from nothing. Yeah. Mo Salah's doing it consistently on the other side, and then you add Mane in when he's in form. We've got 3 players who can create stuff from nothing.
Yeah. Is he? I mean, it's hard, and maybe it's like an age thing because I don't get as hyped by players, but it's better. Obviously, it's a slightly different generation to us, which saddens me terribly. But try to sum up your excitement, I guess, of that. Do you you mentioned the Luis Suarez thing to us earlier. How hyped are you about Mo Salah? Is he working his way into that pantheon of the best, most exciting signing?
I think he is. I think I'm proud to have him as a Liverpool player at the moment. You look at the best players in the league, Kevin De Bruyne is probably the only one above him at the moment, and I'm proud to be able to say this fella plays for my club. I watch this player play every week when I go to Anfield, and there aren't many, like I say, when I was younger, I couldn't really get tickets. There aren't many players that every time they've got the ball, you're on your feet and you sat on your edge of the seat. And for me, Mo Salah's the sort of the first one where going live to games, that is the case. No matter where I'm sat, every time he gets the ball, it's what's he going to do, and it comes very much from that being able to create a chance for yourself. That goal yesterday where he cuts inside, and then the whip he gets on that ball to curl it back in, back inside the post. I've never seen a player do that before,
And it's weird, isn't it? I find it hard to some extent to pull apart what we knew about him in the past. I think he still carries that with him, and it's weird that if his season ended now, he would still be the most prolific player Liverpool have had in their team for 4 years or whatever, 3 or 4 years. So he rightly deserves every player he gets. It's weird though that I don't know, I just want more, I'm greedy. I want to see him do a full season of this, and I want to see how good he can be. And I then want to see, and again, it's probably a little bit of just too many years of being downtrodden in it. I don't want this to be a flash in the pan. I want him to be this good. I want us to have one of the best players in the world. I don't know, maybe it is being a bit greedy. I guess I'm struggling to appreciate it to some extent because I'm that shocked by how
you're kind of waiting for the bubble to burst a little bit, aren't you?
Yeah. Again, when we signed him, I thought he'd be good, and I could see he was fast.
Yeah.
But
He's better than you expected.
It's
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous how good he is at football. Like I'm genuinely astounded by it.
When he signed, I thought it was going to be very much because we lost Marnie last January and we fucked it basically. I thought, that's going to be what it's for.
Yeah,
It's always
replace-
one
Marnie gets
of them in
injured.
the team,
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah.
If Marnie gets himself injured or whatever, Salah can come in and we've got somebody who's almost as good, but it's just completely, it's no fault of Marnie's own really. He's not really been in the best of form. He's had the suspension, he's had the injury, so that's perhaps why he's not firing as much so far this season. But we're now in a position where instead of having somebody who's almost as good as Marnie, we've got somebody who can replace Marnie, and we're now in a luxury position where we didn't need to bring Marnie on yesterday at all.
He's moved up a level. He's redefined. We were absolutely ecstatic with Mane's season last year. He was excellent. He started he started exceptionally, and he got better and better, and he became absolutely vital to the way we played. And we were like, well, that's like the best signing since Luis Suarez. And then we've gone and bought this fella who was a bit crap at Chelsea, went to Serie A, and look, let's not hide our distaste for how crap Serie A has become in the last 20 years. And you think, oh, well, look, maybe he'll come in and he'll be all right, but it might take him a while to adapt.
It's been insane.
Yeah. He's completely redefined expectations. He's up there for me with, just looking at what he's doing. It will be ranked, hopefully, with the fullness of the season as well. Be ranked there with the Luis Suarez signing, with the Fernando Torres signing. Take it back. There's very few actually. Even go back beyond that. You can't think of too many players that we've signed in the Premier League era that have had that level of impact. A lot of them, burn brightly but shortly. You had Nigel Clough for about 5 games.
Collymore had that.
Collymore had
had it at the back end of that season. When he
certainly not an immediate impact, like you say, like Mane. And I still do think Mane on form is our most influential player, and I can't wait to see him
that's the best
back
thing.
to his form.
Yeah.
Because imagine him and Salah, arguably 2 of the best players in the Premier League when on form. Yeah. Imagine them both on form at the same time.
Coutinho behind them.
And
yeah,
Lallana.
Exactly. That's it. Lallana coming back, and
we've got a good team, haven't we?
Yeah. Good old Ox. But yeah, no, it's right for you to still be a bit hesitant because we know what the Premier League's like. We know how quick it can change. And hopefully...
I think I need Mane to get back to form so I can relax a bit
about it.
Yeah,
you can just relax,
But here's the thing, we're going to get back to talking about the match, but if Mane manages to rediscover the form, just the form he had of last season, not even improve upon it, we're already terrifying.
Yeah.
Just imagine how good we're going to be.
My mind's starting to wonder a little bit, obviously... Just as a sort of a kid at Christmas, which is very suitable for this time of year. But
can't wait.
I haven't seen us. I haven't seen or can remember us win very much. And I'm starting to wonder this season. What obviously City are going to win the league, but we're in 2 cup competitions, and one's a really big cup competition. If Mane can rediscover his form and Salah can keep going as he is. I'm just beginning to, maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm going to be called all sorts in comments for being it's our year. But I'm just, what can we achieve over 2 games of the Champions League?
But
I feel like we can beat anyone.
No, but that's the point. That's what football's meant to be, and that's what Jurgen's built with this team, and that's what these players are delivering to us. It's not. We did this on the podcast a few weeks ago, didn't we? That we need these players to start making us dream. They need to get back to performing and not disappointing us. When you've got players like Mo Salah doing this, we talked again the other week, breaking little records, he goes, or getting himself into all-time lists so early on in his career, they're the little pointers that you reach, the little markers that you reach on the way to being successful and stuff. And that's the thing, it starts being about hope and more about expectation, and not in a negative sense. It's just that it's easier for you to go, we are good because look. It's not like England going to a major tournament and you going, the jolly old Blighty, he'll kick it all in, and the old spirit of '66 and all that bollocks. This is a team that's performing now, that's shown what they can do. It wouldn't be out of character for this team to have an incredible end to the season, and that's brilliant that we're able to get back to being that.
How many times have we said over the last maybe 3 years, but wouldn't it be right? Those front three will get 10 to 15 goals each at the start of the season, and they've never done it.
Yeah,
they've already fucking done it.
Yeah,
they've already 50 goals between the four of them. That's an average of like 12 and a half or something, isn't it? So they've already smashed that. Or it's amazing. I cannot wait. And when Adam Lallana comes in, man, people need to be scared of us.
Absolutely, completely agree on that.
They're tightening things up now at the back as well.
Yeah.
Well, touch wood, we've only conceded 7 in so many games.
It's fascinating. I want people who are watching actually in the comments just to let us know your thoughts. Extol the virtues of the first 26 games of Mo Salah and the attack and play, and where you think this team can go as well off the back of that. If we are, run a flight of fancy, people get back to form. Lallana, Mane in form. How good can Liverpool be?
It's not just the 11 lads on the pitch, though. I mean, it's all of Egypt pulling for us at the moment, isn't it? How are you going to stop Egypt?
Can't stop Egypt.
Can't stop Egypt.
Egypt for the World Cup, just saying.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying the pyramids. Look,
he's got his own one that started it.
My favourite picture knocker about Twitter at the moment is every time Salah scores, it's like the Liverpool docks with just a pyramid and a fucking Sphinx thing photoshopped into the Liver building, and just those two things. We've redecorated.
I'd be all over that. Like.
Nice.
Right, let's get back to the game then. The Mo Salah loving can be parked for another half an hour.